Darius Garland's growth over the past 2 years has been really satisfying to watch, as he honestly did have a pretty shaky start to his career. Now the past maybe 5-6 months for Cleveland have revolved around the addition of Donovan Mitchell in his play, which is obviously much deserved, but the recent successes of the Cavs have been directly tied to Garland and his ascension. Darius Garland is one that I would refer to as a wizard, a true magician with the rock. In my opinion, easily having one of the deepest bags in the league. And it's that allows him to get wherever he wants to on the floor. He's really quick and got a lot of that herky-jerky to his game. And it's that constant stop-start that makes him hard to contain, especially when it comes to him getting downhill. To speak on him as a finisher, I'd say he's a good one. He shoots 56% at the rim and converts on 51% of his drives, having an array of finishes to tap into, including wrong foot lays, inside hand lays to quickly get his shot up, and being able to decelerate to throw off the timing of his defenders. The 2-foot finish is something DG will often resort to, giving him more control in his finishes, the ability to easily change directions, and allows for him to better absorb contact, which even though he is on the smaller side, isn't something he ever shies away from. He also frequently digs into Duffy as a shot maker in the mid-range. Showing the crucial ability as a smaller guard to not only be effective in the mid-range, but to be comfortable in creating those looks for himself. But let's be honest, it's 2023, and it's the 3-ball that really get the people going. And Darius might just be a sniper. He's up to 42% this year on 6 attempts. And to him, it don't matter where they come from, whether he in off-ball situations, where he's great at finding and sitting in open voids of the defense, or they come off screen actions where he's shooting 55% this year. But I didn't want to start with his off-ball work to downplay his off-the-dribble game. But one of his main go-tos is the step back. One thing to note when it comes to his off-the-dribble shooting, outside of just how quick and effective his one-motion shot is how quick he is to get the ball back into his shot pocket off basically any dribble move, which confuses his defender on when he's actually going up with his shot, allowing for him to get shots up over people even though he is undersized. DG is one of the premier pick-and-roll players in the league, averaging 9 pick-and-roll possessions a game with nearly 1 point per possession. He's obviously a naturally quick and jittery mover, as we talked about, so he takes the pick and roll to really slow down his game. He's great at using the screen to get a step, and from there is cognizant enough to put his defender in jail to keep them in that disadvantageous position. And here's where he best puts to use the most important shot for an undersized guard, the floater. He's honestly got a great float game. 1 foot, 2 feet, it don't really matter. Garland can find opportunity to throw up a floaty in a lot of different situations. Cleveland ain't really a fast-paced team as they're last in pace, but they won't hesitate to full live get into some pick and roll action in transition, which to me really plays into the strengths of their lead guards. And lastly, you'll see this frequent double screen action that they like to run, obviously causing confusion in defensive coverages. And due to their rather large personnel, Garland is able to distribute often from these plays. Now, I personally think DG one of the most underrated passers in the league because I feel like he deserves to be named among the best. He's averaging only 8 a game this year, but he can make any and every read you could possibly want. That wizardry I mentioned earlier shows itself here more than anywhere else in his game. And he's got that natural ability to see the windows and get the ball where it needs to go accordingly. Aside from that, he easily manipulates defenders with hezzies and his eyes to keep them where he wants them to set up his guys. He's a legitimate scoring threat, and everybody know that. So you'll see him attract a lot of eyes on every possession. And with him being a natural distributor, he couldn't ask for anything else to get him some easy assists. And also showing that touch to drop passes or over double teams as a smaller body is really impressive to me. And he'll again dig in the toolbox and give you the highlight assist too. Darius Garland has officially become what we all saw from him back in high school and his 3 games back in college. An extremely well-rounded offensive threat. And real talk, I think the balance in his game really makes him the perfect point guard for today's game. With the team building Cleveland shown over the past year and a half, and the hopeful continuous development of youngins like Evan Mobley and Isaac Okoro, I think Cleveland is a team that's about a year and away from making some real championship noise. I hope y'all enjoyed this, John. If you did, subscribe. Go ahead and leave me any thoughts that you got in the comments, and I'm going to see y'all in the next one.